Who holds the world record for the longest craps roll? Not a Vegas high roller or a math genius, but a grandmother from New Jersey. That's the magic of life. Sometimes the most unforgettable moments come from the most unexpected people. This is the story of Patricia DeMauro, who walked into a casino for fun and walked out a legend. She wasn't a professional gambler, just someone looking for a good time. What happened next would be talked about for years. Her story proves you don't need a big bankroll or a secret system to make history. All it takes is a little luck and a lot of heart. Imagine a busy casino floor, the sounds of slot machines, cards shuffling, and laughter. In the middle of it all, a craps table, usually intimidating to newcomers. But on this night, that table became the center of the universe. Patricia's roll would shatter records and make her an icon in the world of gaming. This isn't just a story about gambling, it's about chance, excitement, and the kind of luck that comes once in a lifetime. The energy of the crowd, the thrill of the unknown, and the hope that maybe your lucky day is just around the corner. Patricia DeMauro's epic night at the Borgata is a testament to that feeling. Sometimes the biggest wins aren't about money, they're about the story you get to tell. So let's set the scene. One ordinary night, one ordinary woman, and a roll that would become legendary. This is the story of her incredible, record-breaking roll. Patricia DeMauro, a grandmother from New Jersey, not a seasoned gambler. In May 2009, she took a trip to Atlantic City with a friend, planning to play the slots. The slots were crowded, so they wandered to the craps table. Patricia had only played once before and barely knew the rules. She bought in for $100, just some fun money. She watched her friend play, then picked up the dice herself. No one at the table could have guessed what was about to happen. She rolled the dice casually with no special technique or strategy, and then she just kept winning. The pass line bet, the most basic in craps, kept paying off. The dice landed right, again and again. A small crowd gathered as her streak continued. Other players started winning alongside her. The excitement grew. People from nearby tables came to watch. Soon, even pit bosses and casino managers were captivated. Patricia was calm, smiling, and kept rolling. There was no secret, just pure, unfiltered luck. She made everyone at the table richer with every toss. The energy was contagious. The crowd kept growing. A grandmother from New Jersey was suddenly the star of the casino. Hey, if you're enjoying Grandma's epic casino night, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more incredible stories. Hit that bell so you never miss an update. In craps, the shooter's goal is to keep rolling without sevening out. Most shooters are lucky to get a handful of rolls before their turn ends, but Patricia wasn't just lucky, she was unstoppable. The dice seemed to obey her. She hit her points, avoided the 7, and the table erupted with every win. The mood shifted from casual to electric. Every roll drew a hush, then a cheer. Minutes turned into hours. Patricia was still rolling. The crowd swelled, people stood on chairs to watch, security formed a perimeter, the story spread through the casino. Patricia was the calm center of a storm of excitement. Casino staff tracked her rolls, 50, 75, 100. The numbers kept climbing and disbelief grew. It was more than a hot streak, it was a phenomenon, the kind of story gamblers tell for generations. Patricia smiled, laughed, and kept rolling. The Borgata staff knew they were witnessing history. Pit bosses shook their heads in awe, the energy was palpable, the excitement contagious. One woman, one table, and a run that defied all odds. Patricia's roll became the stuff of legend, and it was all happening in Atlantic City. Patricia rolled the dice for over 4 hours, 4 hours and 18 minutes to be exact. Longer than most movies, longer than a cross-country flight. She held the dice and the wins kept coming. The casino brought her water, the crowd cheered her on. For everyone there, nothing else existed, just Patricia, the dice, and the next roll. With every toss, the tension built. Would this be the end? Again and again, the answer was no. The magic continued. Finally, after 154 consecutive rolls, she rolled a 7. The streak was over, but the celebration began. The casino erupted in cheers. Champagne appeared. Patricia was hugged and congratulated by everyone. The other players who'd won thousands thanked her. She'd made winners out of everyone at the table. A regular night had become a legendary party. Patricia, beaming, had done the impossible. A grandmother from New Jersey had just made history. And the memory would last forever. To grasp Patricia's achievement, you need to know about the old record. Stanley Fujitake held it. 118 rolls in 1989, a feat considered unbreakable for 20 years. Patricia didn't just break it, she shattered it, rolling 154 times over an hour longer. She turned a legendary record into a footnote in her own story. What makes it even more remarkable? Patricia was a beginner. It was only her second time playing craps. No system, no high roller status, just a grandmother having fun. Her story proves greatness can come from anywhere. Sometimes all it takes is being in the right place at the right time. Her casual beginner's luck attitude made her achievement even more charming. She wasn't chasing records, she was just rolling the dice. And in doing so, she stumbled into the history books. Patricia became the new Golden Arm, a title earned by pure chance. Her story gives hope to every casual player. You don't have to be an expert to make history. Sometimes the stars just align, and when they do, legends are born. Patricia's record is now the one to beat. What are the odds of rolling 154 times without losing? About 1 in 1.56 trillion. That's a number with 12 zeros. Far less likely than winning the lottery, being struck by lightning, and becoming president all in one day. In craps, dice rolls are supposed to be random. Some try to control the dice, but Patricia wasn't one of them. She was a beginner, just tossing the dice. Her run was pure beautiful luck, a statistical anomaly, a 1 in a trillion event unfolding in Atlantic City. The laws of chance said a 7 should have come much sooner. But for 4 hours the universe smiled on Patricia. Her story fascinates because it defies explanation. No secret, no system, just magic. It was a moment when the impossible became possible. For gamblers and statisticians, Patricia's role is a thing of wonder. Even in a world of numbers, there's still room for miracles. Her achievement was a gift from Lady Luck, shared with everyone there. And that's why her story endures. So, how much did Patricia win? She's never said, and that's part of the legend. She went to the casino for fun, not fame. Experts estimate her winnings range from hundreds of thousands to possibly $1 million. Other players at her table also won big. Some turned a few hundred into tens of thousands. The Borgata never confirmed the total payout, but it was significant. For one night, Patricia wasn't just winning for herself, she was making everyone at her table rich. Ultimately, the exact number doesn't matter. The real prize was the experience, the thrill, and the story she created. She has a tale to tell her grandchildren for generations. The money is just a bonus. The legend is priceless. By keeping the amount secret, she keeps the focus on what matters. The unbelievable 1 in a trillion roll. The mystery only adds to her story's magic. And that's how legends are made. What happens after the luckiest night of your life? For Patricia, not much changed. She stayed true to herself, still a grandmother, still living quietly in New Jersey. She enjoyed her winnings in her own way, taking her family on vacations and creating new memories. She didn't chase fame or try to repeat her feat. She knew it was a once-in-a-lifetime event, a magical gift. Patricia returned to casinos just for fun, never expecting another miracle. Her story became a family legend told at every gathering. She used her luck to bring joy to those she loved. Her life after the win is a lesson in humility and grace. She remains the same person, just with a world record and an incredible story. Patricia handled her luck with class, making her story even more inspiring. She didn't let it change who she was. She's still the friendly grandmother from New Jersey, just with a legendary roll to her name. 16 years later, Patricia DeMauro's record still stands. 154 consecutive rolls, 4 hours and 18 minutes. No one has come close to breaking it. Her achievement is now modern folklore, retold by gamblers and casino staff everywhere. It's a reminder that anything can happen, and that pure luck can change everything. Patricia's name is etched in history as the Queen of Craps. Her story inspires beginners and reminds us to embrace the unexpected. Her legacy isn't just about numbers, it's about adventure and believing in miracles. Next time you hear about incredible luck, remember Patricia DeMauro, the grandmother who did the impossible. Her record is a shining example of what can happen when the stars align. Until someone rolls 155 times, her story remains one of the greatest in gambling history, a record for the ages, set by the unlikeliest of champions.